Hello and welcome, Bitmonger family. Hope you're all doing well today. So, quick update on our Bitcoin. If you look at my video yesterday, I talked about the heat map and how it might get flushed out and then grind back up, and that is exactly what it did, guys. Bitcoin is currently trading at $118,470, but we can see from this chart right here, check it out. It came down and it wicked out and it took out all those leveraged longs. Let's take a quick look at the heat map on Bitcoin. So we can see, if you look at yesterday's video, there was a bunch of, in this whole zone down here, it was heavily yellow, and it completely just went out and just took out all that liquidity, just like I had expected. And it's doing a V-shaped recovery. I mean, you can see it right here. It went down, wicked, took out that leverage. All those people that were using heavy leverage, the market makers liquidated them, and now it's pushing back up. And as I suspected, I think we will be seeing, consolidation around the 118 mark, 117,500 to 118,500. I think it's consolidating in that range, and that's the thing to be looking at. However, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. You can see here, take a look at this. So this is the Bitcoin market cap dominance. And let's look at this on the, what kind of chart are we on here? We're on the 15-minute. I want to get this onto the, unfortunately, I may not be able to access that. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to get it to a different time frame, and I'm unable to do it because of my recording software. Fuck. Okay, well, anyways, we can still zoom out here and take a look at it, even though it's on this 15-minute chart. Which isn't the best thing to be looking at, but okay. We can see it has just fallen off of a freaking cliff, right? You see that? It is just it is just it is just falling. So when Bitcoin is falling like this, this is an indication of altcoin season, and that means everything else, all the other cryptos, usually are pumping when this type of thing happens. And the indicator that you should be looking at, the North Star in this case, is going to be Ethereum. And we can see from earlier, I talked about it a while back, I was mentioning how this could be a good play, and it has absolutely ripped to the upside. This is the 4-hourly chart, and we can see it came down here, it touched into the golden pocket on this brief dip, and then a V-shaped recovery. It consolidated, and then it just started to go on an absolute freaking tear. And if you got involved in that trade, well done. We are printing money. Recently, all the coins that I have mentioned are up significantly and doing really well. You can take, if you're less risk adverse, just take a spot position. Don't go all in at one time. The best thing to do is to dollar cost average, because usually when things have a big rip, they have a tendency to revert to the mean, and they'll drop back down some. So be careful about going in heavy. FOMO is not a good thing. Okay. So let's take a look at the arrow chart here. I mentioned this one yesterday. Aerodrome Finance, and I think this one is a good bet. This one has massive potential upside. The high was at $2.20, and we can see it's gone up, a nice bit since I was talking about it yesterday. I got in down here on that drop. I took a long position. I also added to my spot position, and I believe this one will do very well due to its affiliation with Coinbase. And as I mentioned yesterday, just look at the video yesterday. You can see my thesis on why I'm bullish on this one. And there's a bunch of others. Go back, look at my videos, see what I've recently called, and that way you guys can see that I'm what I'm talking about is legit. Okay. The whole key is to invest in disruptive technology. That's the only way that you're going to be able to save your ass in this world in which the whole, all the governments around the world are debasing their currencies, printing. Debt is we're in a death spiral on the debt. The government, as far as the United States, they will not default on their debt. So their only option is to print more money, which means, you know, if you're not invested in hard assets, in disruption, you're going to get crushed. That's just the way it is. It sucks, but it's the reality of the world today. So I hope you follow my advice. Again, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on the internet doing my thing, but I've been very successful. I've gone from rags to riches. Went from having absolutely nothing to being a multimillionaire. So, guys, wish you all well. Have a great day, and monger on.